You're not messing around. That is the fastest poop in the West.
Mm-hmm. West of the Atlantic.
What was that?
I said west of the Atlantic, just to be specific of where our east-west boundaries are, not west of the Mississippi.
Ooh, nice.
Trying to get another one out of here. Let's drink a little bit more coffee.
Yeah,
see what
dude.
this thing's all about.
Is that whole Yankees mug you just had filled with coffee?
Oh, yeah.
That's for those not watching, it's like kind of a thermosy thing you'd have in the car, cup holder. It's pretty gigantic. Is that a venti?
I don't drink mugs unless I'm at someone else's house. That's when I'm most likely to drink out of a mug because I try to act like a civilized person. But that's the thing about K-cups. When someone's like, "Oh, we have a Keurig if you want," and I'm like, "Oh boy, it's gonna be awkward because I want to visit this thing like 6 times this morning. But what are they gonna think of me? And is that socially okay? Are you supposed to have 1, maybe 2 K-cups if you're visiting someone else's house? I don't know, but."
What's the coffee situation going to be at the bachelor party, huh?
Oh, that's a good.
What is the food
question.
situation going to be even? Have we even thought about food? Or are we just going to go malnourished and boozed up for a few days?
No, I think there is a responsibility because of the type of gathering that we're doing. We're at a house, but not even just being at a house. We're kind of not in like a downtown area where we could easily disperse to go get food. So I am thinking of doing a couple meal plannings. Now, this is very up in the air. I don't mind. See, this is one of the things about planning. I don't mind input from people, but I'm not going to spend effort trying to extract input from people because it never works. You know, it's like running. Listen, this is just like being a fantasy football commissioner. It's like, sure, I could do the democratic way and ask everyone what they want, but people won't respond. It'll turn into a pissing and moaning. And so fuck it. Nope. I guess I'll just make decisions and people can deal with it. So it's very much like running a fantasy football league. So that being said, I did find a local pizza place. So the idea is that one night will be pizza. Wings, we'll see. We'll see what kind of deals I can cut over the phone because I do plan on negotiating with this pizza place. So
how does that sound? How do you even start that?
Well, I think
we're not like other pizza receivers.
It's a mom and pop place. So first off, we're not talking a Domino's or anything like that. One, I don't think if it was a Domino's or a Papa John's, you really need to negotiate. Their prices are very reasonable. So shout out to our non-sponsors if they want to sponsor. Very reasonable pizza prices in today's pizza world. There's a mom and pop place. They have sheet pizzas. For those people that are not familiar with the term sheet pizza, no, it's not a Sicilian. It's just square. And it also goes by names like party pizzas. But anyway, they do have those and carry wings. Wings are expensive, all right? And it's a bunch of dog shit.
Well, that's, I know
it's a complete fucking farce.
We've been really political lately, but this is the number one issue facing Americans right now is the price of wings
are too goddamn expensive. Not the rent's too high. The wings are too high.
I couldn't pay my rent this month because we had that hot wing punishment a couple weeks ago. I'm behind. Like I'm
in danger of getting evicted because of chicken wings.
Double wristers around to the landlords. I'm just up to my neck in it.
It's really tough. So with the price of wings and pizza at a mom and pop shop, I'm going to say I got 15 hungry dudes. I'm looking to
hungry guys.
You don't have a coupon that deals with what this situation is. All right. We'd love to have like leftovers because that's the thing is I was going to do it for the last night, but pizza's a really solid leftover. So maybe that's more strategic to have Friday night or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe, so tell them if it's good, if we get it this night, we'll be back. There's a good chance there's going to be more pizza ordered this weekend at some point. Yeah. You can put that out there, you can just say that.
That's true. That's true. That is a line.
And if not, we will dox them.
We will dox them. Because that's what this show does.
It's our greatest strength. All the results.
Right.
Yeah, we got some today. Pull the curtain back. Today is Super Bowl day, the morning of. So still time to place in your bets. I'm very disappointed in our listener group who's not sent any crazy bets. I'm sure we'll get some in the group text today when they get placed. But I think it's still we'll have to report on it next episode. But there's still time to have the gnarliest odds for a bet. I'm thinking of doing one that has like the coin flip as a part of it. So just get it out of the way right away. Just know if this bet is going to go anywhere.
A parlay?
Yeah. Just like a plus 10,000 parlay with the coin flip involved. Just because that sets the tone. Maybe I'll do two. Right. I'll do two different ones. One with heads, one's with tails, and we'll just ride it out.
So you can feel good about one of them. Like, being okay, it's a great start.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we achieved results. Obviously, we doxed Bob last week, full name and job. This close to throwing in his address in his kid's school. Right. But look at us. Got some boards. We're on some squares. Did you get on the squares board as well that I got onto?
Yes. I was on that one.
I did see a Jeff W. on there.
That is me. All me.
Right.
What number did you get?
Oh, juice. It's probably the juiciest numbers I've ever gotten.
Same.
Really? Where's my Bob text? Okay. I have New England Patriots 3 and a Seattle Seahawks 0. A 3 and a 0.
There you go. And you were a Hail Mary one. Like Bob was like, hey, anyone want a square? I know someone from this group chat will want a square. And literally, folks, it took seconds for someone to take that square.
I was like, I couldn't believe it because I was like 5 minutes after the text had gone out. Usually, if I'm at work, I don't really see them right away. So I was like, I can't believe it. And you got 7 and 7, huh?
I got 7 and 7. I don't know that I've ever had the 7 and 7.
Tasty. I'm on at one at work.
That is one of my 6 boards, or one of my 6 numbers. 6 numbers that I have across 3 different boards.
Betwixt. Yeah, we have one at work, and honestly, people were kind of lazy about getting it filled out this week, so I don't even know if it's filled in. At work, I used the strategy on a $10 board I got 2 and did the very opposite corners. Top right corner, bottom left corner. Never done that before. I feel pretty good about it.
I have a really good strategy. I've never done that before. I'm not sure it's a strategy yet until you've done it twice.
People will say it's random, but But yeah, between that, I know it's funny because my mom, we were like planning, I put out a couple, what are we doing for the Super Bowl kind of thing. Yeah. And my dad basically decided that he and my mom were going to host, and my mom wasn't too psyched about it. She's like, I'm going to have to make everything, all this. And then the next day I see her at work. She's like, because I was like, we could just do frozen pizza. Like, we don't have to make a thing about it. Like, who cares? Like,
that's my thing. Hosting is the locale. It doesn't have to be for every event you host. It doesn't have to be like, fuck my life. Now my entire weekend's fucked because I have to plan this event. You don't have to.
Then the next day I see her in the store and she's like, okay, I'm doing like sausages with like the barbecue grape jelly dip. I'm doing this. She's making like 7 things. I'm making a charcuterie board. I'm like, okay, you're taking this on yourself.
Foods you're making. Yeah. Speaking of which, great topic. Yesterday, I partook in someone's birthday event, and birthdays are weird for adults.
1 p.m. Another 1 p.m. weekend birthday.
That is kind of like when I left the house. It's just about 1 o'clock to go. However, little different. This was an adult, and when you have birthdays for adults, it's always like, hey, doing anything interesting for your birthday? And it can always be something like where you're like out of left field. Because as adults, we're very nuanced as to it's like, what would really make me happy? Let's just do this. And it can be weird stuff. It doesn't have to be like, hey, are you having a birthday party where people come up and just like hang out? It can be weird particulars. And I say that in a loving way that everyone can do what they want for their birthday, whatever you fancy. So this
it's so nice of you.
Hey, Jeff.
Our friend said, I want to do a Lord of the Rings marathon. And I'm like, I haven't watched I haven't watched Lord of the Rings movies in a while. I'm like, this was told to us a couple months ago, and I'm like, I could do that. I'm like, I think I could do that. I'm like, it's tough because it's psychologically overwhelming to think like, oh man, I'm going to have a whole day of watching movies. But
that's the birthday present you give, though.
Right, and I'm like, okay. I don't have to go to all 3 movies. I'm like, let me ease myself into it. I'm like, so I'm like, all right.
So he's just running it at the house, like basically.
Correct. Yes. Right. So, I go about my morning, do a lot. I played poker Friday night, so it was a late wake up yesterday.
Paulie.
Up to like 9:30. I played poker. I was at poker for over 7 hours.
Holy
Friday
shit.
night.
Does that mean you came home plus money?
No, you want to know the funny thing? I cashed out for what I bought in. I literally zeroed out at the end of the night. I plus minus $0.
Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
One guy, to let you know how it goes, with like 13 guys I think total playing, or 13 people I should say, Marcy was there, but 13 people playing, one guy, ironically the host, ended up cashing out like over $500. Like, and I bought in for 40. But anyway, I digress. So Saturday, I get to the gathering, and I got there about 30% of the way through Two Towers. So
arguably the best one. I mean, my humble opinion. IMO.
Return of the King, very good movie. It's just really fucking long, long. But anyway,
and after the battle of the Two Towers, like when you first see that Two Towers battle, like I remember seeing that, I was like, holy shit, nothing will ever top this. And they tried to in Return of the King. The battle's more epic, but it doesn't have the soul of the Two Towers battle.
The Helm's Deep battle is insane. I agree. Mm-hmm. So not only did we do the movies, but she did the Hobbit food list too. So we had like breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, lunch, supper,
lembas bread,
dinner, tea. Yes, there was lembas bread,
serious?
cookies.
This is awesome.
So there was ungodly amounts of food. Your mother would have been in good company. There was so much more food than the like dozen people or so that were involved. So much more food than reasonable. But it was neat because it's like, you know what, as an adult, that's just sometimes what you want to do. You're like, I want to do a movie marathon, and I want a lot of tiny meals along the way, and it manifested very well. But
did anybody dress the part?
Yes, the hostess, she did dress in full regalia of what it would look like to be a maiden, maybe of Rohan or something like that.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. That's a great idea for. I mean, I don't do birthday shit. I guess this year on my birthday, Jordan and I are going to the Sabres Bruins game. So I mean, I guess that's a thing to do. What did I do last year? I don't know. Don't remember. On my 40th, I think I went to North Carolina to see Brett and Sarah, who lived in North Carolina. They don't anymore. Not doxxed. And
not doxxed.
But I always, it's kind of like Halloween or something like that, where you think it's maybe a big deal for that day, or you got to come up with something, and then it's like, I don't remember. I don't know. It's like, it's just, I've had so many of these things, I can't even count them on one hand, or two, or all my hands and toes. But I like the idea of like celebrating with something you like. That's such a, that's a fun idea. Like, it got me, well, that gets me back to thinking about how our movie theater here, you can rent it out and bring a DVD to watch with your friends. I still got to figure that out to see if they can.
It's actually harder to get a DVD than to rent a movie theater.
Can I plug in a fucking phone or laptop? Do you have HDMI? Can I just do it that way? That'd be a lot. Can I just look at your movie selection? That'd be much easier.
Do they have the DVD player?
They must, yeah. So they must plug into something.
So then hopefully that DVD player has like an HDMI input.
Yeah. And we still have to consider that for the Bachelor weekend itself. But I would consider, because right now, I'm donning right now my very touristy USA Hockey Miracle on Ice Lake Placid hoodie that has the hockey laces as the strings. Because I'm deep. Dude, I'm deep in the Olympics right now. I fucking
already?
love the Winter Olympics.
We're like 2 days in, not even.
Oh no, I've been watching since before the opening ceremonies. Like Thursday morning, when Team Sweden and Team Germany women's hockey started off the preliminaries at 5 a.m, I watched it. I mean, I watched it when I got up, but I'm like, I'm fucking in, dude. And then mixed doubles, curling. I didn't know how much. I didn't even know that for some reason. Like, number one, always a curling fan. I guess the segue here was like, I would love to rent out the movie theater to watch like USA versus Canada hockey game or something like that.
That would actually
so that's
be
my way of segueing and talking about the Winter Olympics. That'd be fucking dope. And obviously, when we go to the bachelor party, we're gonna have the movie theater with the 5 seats that we'll all have to sit on each other's laps so we can watch March Madness and bet on it. But dude, I fucking love the goddamn Olympic Winter Games. Like at work, I hooked up. Like I didn't like in my coworker's office. She has like a cable box for some reason. I never watch TV. Never use that TV monitor. I don't know why it's in there. But hooked up to watch some hockey throughout the day as work allows, which it hasn't been very cooperative. We've been having we call it full moon days, even if it's not a full moon. But then during lunch, watching like big air snowboarding, and I just fucking love everything about it. Yesterday watched 2 full hockey games, women's hockey games, and in between watched the short program, men's program. My friend and I watched it together for like we realized we did the math. It's like we put in a work shift of 8 hours. We put in of just watching fucking Olympics throughout the day, and I didn't want nothing more. It's just so fun. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because I played hockey. That's why. So I really enjoy the game of hockey, but I fucking like I can't tell people like every time curling's on, like when I was living in Austin, I literally looked up. I wish I would have done it, but like joining like a curling club or something like that. I love that game so much because it's like it's basically a bar game, you know? That's all it is. It's a bar game. But you it requires balance. You have to be comfortable on the ice. You got to go hard. I like say that a lot. She's really fun to me. I just really like
which
that.
Is good. Which I do like yelling words, especially hard.
Yeah. And then the mixed doubles to me is so like it's such a unique game. It's so different than like when it's full stacks of teammates. Because then when you got the full stack, you got somebody down at the target area and they can call where you're going. But with 2 people, sometimes one of the people will be at the target area, or sometimes they'll both be behind the rock as it gets tossed. But when you send your rock, you also are the sweeper for it, which I think is very cool. But it's a genuinely like super odd. Like, do you think EA Sports could make curling 26? Would anybody
by itself?
Get into that? Yeah, just curious.
Like not part of no, I don't, because Winter Olympics are games that have existed for 30 years plus. So there's not enough interest to make one of the Olympic game sports a game by itself. No, I do not.
That'd be tough. Maybe just like a web-based game.
An indie download on on a system would work.
$1.99, like one of those.
Like
deals.
that could very much happen. Curling simulator.
Ooh, because you know how it's like it would basically be, you'd probably use the same kind of mechanics as like PGA golf, like putting kind of where you know, or like one of those swing. It does matter. You gotta get
on a mild extent. I agree.
Yeah. So free idea for all the game developers out there. What's your are you into the Olympics? So tell me.
Generally no. I will watch them. I am okay with gravitating towards them if other people want to watch them. I will not watch them by myself, other than hockey. So I do have on my phone, hopefully it's accurate. I did not think how hard it'd be to fucking find Olympic schedules, like Googling it. But I believe
did you get the Olympics app?
I mean, clearly I didn't. Obviously, if I'm saying this and it's easily accessible there, you know damn well what the answer is. But to my knowledge, we have men's hockey at 3:10, U.S. men's hockey at 3:10 on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I know I'm going to be working that. I'm going to miss the first. Well, I'll watch them later. I'm trying to set my schedule up so I can at least watch the quarterfinals and all that shit. Like
now, are those scheduled? How do we know what after the prelims? How do we know what the schedule is afterwards? Or do you?
All Olympic stuff is like pre-scheduled in terms of like winner of Group A goes against second place of Group B.
Oh, okay,
kind of shit,
right.
like that kind of thing. Our group is, knock on wood, pretty easy. It should be. I've done it. I can't believe you've done this. But yeah, what's great too is I'm now gambling on women's hockey, which is a thing that you can do.
That is great.
Isn't it? Yeah. So,
That's great.
Well, for the game yesterday, U.S. was playing Finland in women's hockey. And I don't know if you've heard, but the Finland women's hockey team got a bout of norovirus going across the squad. So they had like teammates in like quarantine and shit. And I was like, they might be like, they might only be able to run like 2 lines or something like that. Because their first game against Canada was postponed. So I was like, holy shit, we're going to work them. I was like, I'm going to take the over on 7.5 goals because I think we're going to get 8 goals. I'm going to take Hillary Knight, Captain Hilldog, Hillary Knight, to get a goal and tie the all-time record for goals in women's Olympic history. And I'm going to take the U.S. to win by 1.5 goals. They won, what was it, like 4-0 or something like that. They had like 50 shots on goal, only got 4 goals. Unreal. So I lost that bet. Doubled it back down. Actually, literally doubled.
Of course,
my bet.
let's go. That's just one.
The next game, the next Canadian game. It's like I took Canada to win by 3.5 against I think Switzerland. Dude, another game. Like 50 shots on goal. Switzerland had like 6. They were winning 3-0 with like minutes left, and they scored the 4th goal to cover.
Oh!
So I'm plus money on women's hockey. Let's go. Now I'm definitely gonna.
What a rush!
And now I'm definitely gonna have to dump it all into. Like honestly, I didn't even check. Like if they allow curling, like I don't even know how they'd set the line. It probably is similar.
Yeah.
Like you could do like a -1.5 kind of thing. But I could fucking there's like it's basically like betting on baseball. I think curling because there's ends and there's innings. But I'm in on it for sure.
I'm not in trouble at all.
And it's very, very fun. The fact that you can gamble on the Olympics makes it even better. So check it out.
For
like,
sure.
If, and it's in the morning too. Like right now, we're missing doubles, curling doubles. I think that the luge is on.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah. So I just went in on it there. I'm very excited.
I just appreciate that the Olympics, unlike every other sport, looking at you, NFL's out here being like, we need to make this sport safer. We need Guardian helmets and stuff like that. And the Olympics goes, we have the skeleton luge. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck safety.
Yeah.
These people are going to go bobsledding, laying
on
down
a lunch tray.
forward on a cafeteria tray. And it's going to be fucking sick. Is it dangerous? Oh, you bet your bottom dollar it's dangerous.
I saw like when we were watching the Big Air men's snowboarding, which is like
that's
it was
cool.
weird.
Big Air's a fun one to watch.
And it was weird when snowboarding joined the Olympics, I guess in a way, but it's tough because like you see these guys doing they just flip forever. I don't even know, like I don't understand the commentators how they can watch and be like, oh, that was like a 1280 whatever. It's like, how do you like? I guess you just know the sport, but it's like each one of these guys like. The differential between them is so incredible that, like, I don't know, they spin around 5 times, but this dude, one dude just fucking basically lands on his head after spinning. I was like, holy shit. Like, it's not, somebody might die at the Olympics one day. I just don't, it hasn't had, like, or do you see, like, obviously Lindsey Vonn, she's the talk of the town coming back. Right. She's very, very old. She's old. 40. For like,
we've talked about
old
it, yeah.
For a woman, yeah, that's like very old. But no, she's like, I think I'll be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Ruptured Achilles or ruptured ACL or something. Like, I think I'll be okay. I'll figure it out. I hope to be ready. Like she just ruptured it like a week ago in practice. Like this is fine.
All right.
She had one of those like the downhill skiing where you the net catches you, and you get like wrangled up in that. Which is safer than the alternative, but not a good result.
Still not pleasant. Still not something you're aiming for.
Yeah.
Olympics are always weird for me. Like those types of sports, like speed is speed, right? You can't. It is a objective thing.
Speed.
It's an objective item. But when we like grade like half pipe and big air and stuff, and it's just like people judging. it's weird that in 2026 we just do that, and it's just like eyeballing a couple people eyeballing it and being like, I give it a 9. Like, and that's what the Olympics boil down to, is like subjective numbers, especially when you watch like in summer the gymnastics, and it's like, what do you mean everything's a 10? I fucking trip when I'm on a walk because I hit a sidewalk that was slightly askew. I'm like, these people are doing amazing things with their body. And you're like, it's an 8. Fuck you, dude. Out of 10, that's like a 27. Like, what are you talking about? So I believe that wholeheartedly there are corrupt judges and stuff in the Olympics. I think that's a real thing.
So figure skating's for the winter is like the biggest one, because there was like that scandal in like 2002 or I don't remember what year it was, like and now like what was weird, so we were watching we had to look up the scoring for the figure skating, because like, wait, I don't understand, because now it's weird because you could be watching the skating and it's scoring in real time, so half the score seems to be done in real time, so they're like counting moves and stuff, like point, like there's now like they can get like 50 or something like that, and then the judges come in. So like half the score seems to be like just on the like what you're executing, and they show it in real time on TV. And I was like, whoa, this is kind of.
That's
I
cool.
wish we had to look it up. I didn't know what was all happening, but it's nice to have like a real time score happening. And there's this guy for Team USA who's probably going to be a star after this. His name is the Quad God. So
I have heard of the Quad God.
He's from Virginia. And when I saw him, I was like, wow, he looks and sounds Russian. But he's lived in the United States for a long time. He does still slightly have an accent. But it's good that he's on our side. But yeah, he like does these quad variants of different moves. And he also, did you know this? For a long time, speaking of danger, they never used to score backflips. I mean, we knew Scott Hamilton. Of course, we all know. All of us big Scott Hamilton fans. Would do his backflips. This podcast
has always been a Scott Hamilton support.
We've always been pro Scott Hamilton for a long time. He would do his backflips in like recreational skating showcases, things like that, but they never scored it, probably because of the danger. They didn't want people doing it, but now they score it. This guy also does backflips, and he did one in competition yesterday when we were watching.
See, now, I thought Quad God, I'm not even kidding, when I heard this, I didn't think 4. I thought quadriceps. I'm like, does this guy just have meaty, thick legs?
He does.
I'm like, is he the Quad God? It's like Saquon Barkley, the Quad God. Saquad.
He's got a caboose on him, too. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't think you can have really good quads without having a badonkadonk to accompany it.
You can't spin around 4 times in the air without having some chonk from the waist down.
Mm-hmm. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
Always makes me Winter Olympics. I always think of Brian Boitano, which then takes me to South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. And that's okay, too. I haven't watched that in a while, and that movie's got a great rewatch value.
What would
so I should
Brian
probably
Boitano
jump in on that. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to enjoy some hockey during the NHL break. I've been very much making sure that I'm tuning in on every Sabres game. So it's been for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. I don't think I've missed a game where I've at least seen one quarter. But if I'm not doing something, I'm watching the Sabres.
The Bruins and Sabres holding down the last 2 playoff spots right now in the East.
Yeah, that game you guys.
But they could be in
huge.
They could be in the division hunt for a couple other divisions. That's just how competitive it is.
Yeah.
But goddamn, the fucking Sabres could be in the playoffs this year. Can you imagine that? What's it going to be like to watch a Sabres game in the playoffs?
A Sabres playoff game? Oh, boy. I already said if they do it, I will buy a jersey. The question is do I want a like current scheme blue and gold, or do I want to go the alternates, the black and red? That is tempting, but I think I'd have to go blue and gold.
Classic.
Yeah, to be more on the classic front. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting because if I get to playoff hockey, it's tough because, again, I'd be watching in an area where no one gives a shit that the Sabres are in the playoffs. So it's tough. You want to be around the
Is there a Sabres
intensity.
bar in Philly?
I don't think there's a Sabres bar in Philly. I don't know if there's a Sabres bar in Rochester. Well, there probably is some in Rochester, but yeah, but that's the way it is. Unless you like the home team, you gotta be content watching your team and celebrating by yourself. High five. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. It is very much a concept of like there is still a lot of games to play, and but watching them play is so much different this year than anything in the last decade. They can actually be down by a couple goals, and I'm like, oh, there's still time. And they do make those comebacks and such like that. And Tage Thompson is just a big, beefy man, and he's a fantastic player to watch.
I like that. He is like, I'm scared of him, like as a Bruins fan, because he can score from anywhere. Like, and I think it's interesting because the Bruins have a guy like him playing at Boston College now that they drafted, but very tall guy who can like make moves and score. Like, it's kind of a unique frame for an NHL player. He's like lanky and tall, but he can just snipe.
When I first got into hockey and Charo was in Boston, and I had a lot of friends that were watching Boston, and so I kind of followed Bruins even though I was in Buffalo getting into hockey. I knew a lot about the Bruins roster, and when I saw like Zdeno Chara, Charo, I was like, I didn't understand hockey players are this size. I'm like, this didn't make any fucking sense to me that a hockey player would be that tall. I go, instinctively, I'm like, why is this man not playing basketball? I go, what made this person go to hockey? Forgetting that he's probably been playing hockey since he was 4. So the height just came along and you just work with it. But such a mass, some of these guys are just fucking gigantic men. And then you had like your little tiny buckaroos too, which I also find charming. You can have your fucking, your 5'5" hockey player if you need to. I mean, I'm trying to think of like guys on Sabres. Like I think Nathan Gerbe was like a really little petite fellow. But yeah, having like those small guys on your hockey team, and then like the larger guys, I'm like, wow, this sport really is. It's about the dude inside.
It's
because
for
as
everyone.
Far as breeds. The breeds, though, no, it's not for everyone. You have to be kind of fucking crazy, like to play NHL hockey. Some of these dudes, like it's incredible, and it always comes down to what they fucking play through. I don't know how it's like, oh, he just got 7 teeth knocked out, and I think he's blind. Oh, they're taping him up on the bench, and looks like he's ready for his line change. Like, what the fuck? And then the aftermath, you hear like, oh yeah, they took him out back. He's got 7 broken ribs, and seems that they have to amputate his leg. But he should be shelved for about 2 weeks.
This is the way.
I got tilted. The Bruins were playing the Panthers. So I'm a big Bruins fan. Very much looking forward to Charlie McAvoy suiting up for Team USA. And he got fucking elbowed, like the cheapest shot of all cheap shots by the Panthers. Surprise, surprise, dirtiest team in sports. No penalty on the play. Actually, the Bruins went on the penalty kill after that somehow. Somehow they did not end up with the power play. So he leaves the game. It looks like he's knocked out. I'm like, fuck. Like, let alone this game. Like, I want to watch him play in the Olympics because, like, at the Four Nations last year, he got hurt in a game against one of the games. He was just fucking rocking, just body checks. Like, I love watching this dude play. He came back later in that game. I thought he was done for like a month. He came back later in that game. We've had pictures released since then because he was wearing like the plastic bubble, because he took a puck to the mouth like a month ago that like broke his jaw essentially and his teeth. So he's been wearing this, and of course he gets elbowed. Now this picture comes out of him after the game. He's just like swollen all over his face now completely. Like he just got hit basically the same place. He just broke his mouth already. It's like, but he came back and finished the game. I was like, holy fuck, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Fucking wild, man. Yeah. It's insane. Speaking of which, just to touch on, it'll be like one of our last hockey things was the comical aspect of hearing on my morning radio the call from a little fracas in the Battle for Florida game.
That
took the penalty call took like 2 minutes to read off all the penalties.
He's reading it off of
one
the
event.
sheet.
Yes. It's amazing. Like, that's another thing about
I think we got 5 minutes for 10. Wait, no, not a game. 5 minutes for this guy. 10 minutes. Like a game misconduct. Wait, 19 was not a game misconduct. It's 10 minutes. And,
yeah. I mean, literally, it sounds like you might as well take the bench and just swap that, and now that's the penalty box. And if you aren't penalized, you get off the bench and just go to the penalty box, which is now your new bench because half the team is penalized. Now, tell the fans at home, because I'm still, I ask this of you and Jordan all the time, because penalties are still very, very tough for me to identify when they happen, but sometimes they're just even tough to understand the formatting, because if that many guys gets penalized, I should say, then we don't have a 0-on-0 for 2 minutes. What is the reductions that actually are? What is it on the ice when there's 12 penalties doled out?
Yeah, the lowest they would ever do is a 3-on-3, if there happen to be. But in most cases, like if it's fight, they call it like coincidental. So if like multiple players have the same penalty, they typically don't take players off the ice. It only happens.
They just take those players off the ice.
Yeah, and they go sit in the box. Like if it's 5 minutes, and obviously they can't put them back on the ice as the game's going. So you have to wait till the next whistle after the penalty's done for the players to get out of the box. Yeah, very few times do they do it. Sometimes they'll go to a 4-on-4 depending on how it worked out. I've almost never see it go down to a 3-on-3. That'd be very unusual. I mean, not in overtime, but yeah, if it's penalties at the same time, they just try to even it up, essentially.
Gotcha. I would like to see a total reduction in bodies. I would love to see 2 minutes, one-on-one hockey, 2 minutes only goalies. That'd be fun. It would be not too exciting, but it'd be interesting to see play out. So something to consider for the next inevitable lockout or strike, because that seems like every sport nowadays.
NHL's good for
other
that.
Than football and basketball. Those ones don't strike, but baseball and NHL are like, fuck you, strike, lockout. Okay, you can't strike. We're locking you out. Yeah, well, we're on strike. You can't lock us out. We don't even want to go in. But I like it.
So a lot of my nights lately have been filled with like watching BBC type stuff, or falling asleep to it. Oh wait, shit. Cut that, strike that, reverse it.
English television, British television, British broadcasting.
Yeah. A lot of BBC in my life lately.
Go on.
You know, Sir David Attenborough involved in some BBC. I feel like I've noticed have you noticed this trend? It's not a trend, it's just, I guess, but
okay, go on.
It seems like in the last few years, the killer whale has become the most dangerous predator in the world, according to documentaries. Like almost every kind of ocean thing, or even like Instagram reels, have like it used to be the hero of our childhood, you know, like Shamu or whatever, you know, SeaWorld. Free Willy, yeah. The killer whale was actually friendly, because we wanted him to be our friendly mammal whale that we could see at whatever places we went. But now it's like every video is of a killer whale trying to kill other things. So sea lions, they're just always hunting in packs and pairs and pods. So much so that they've gone from killer whale, which seems more of a deadly name, but now they just call them orcas. And I know that's the real name, but like as a world, we've decided they are orcas now. And that sounds more dangerous than killer whale, doesn't it? Or is that just me?
I mean, no, killer whale sounds more dangerous. I'm not sure.
But then they say there's a pod of orcas. Strike, like there's videos of orcas that try to take down great white sharks. Like they torpedo them, like hit them in the side and like break their bodies, try to get them upside down so they can kill them. And it's like, holy shit. I don't know. There's a lot of orca lore lot of orca lore out there that is like, I think we're just learning how devastatingly dangerous these animals are. But I mean, if I was in a fucking kayak and they were potting up around, that's pretty fucking cool.
Well, yeah, but aren't you scared? I don't think you'd want to see one kayaking. I mean,
no, probably not.
Well, especially if you're kayaking in a lake, then we have very, very large problems. As we would then have to talk about freshwater orcas. I don't know how you how do you designate the most dangerous predator in the water? Like, dangerous to whom? Because it sounds like we're not talking about human dangerous. We're just talking about like schoolyard bully of the deep. Do we pull other fishes? Do we see based on like what we see? Is there a tally kept somewhere? That's a pretty big superlative to be handing out to the ocean. So who are we as humans who don't live in the ocean to designate who is the most dangerous in the ocean? I think we're stepping out of our league. I think we should shut the fuck up.
I guess that's what I'm going with, is like, if I was sea life, I would be terrified of the orca because they seem fucking mean. Like, it's easy to be scared of a shark, as a person, but I guess okay.
You stay out of the way.
You're getting into you get teleported to a body of water in the world.
Sure.
You don't know where it is. You just show up.
Right.
You go in waist deep.
That's
what animal would you least like to be there?
I'm waist deep.
Mm-hmm.
How am I floating waist deep?
How am I
floating that high above the top of the sea that only my legs are in it?
You're waist deep, but the other way around.
What the fuck? All right. So Matt's not sure how floating works.
You walk into the water up to your waist.
Okay. So I'm standing.
Yeah.
Okay. And now what's your situation you're putting me in?
You're waist deep in water that you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
What creature or animal do you least want to be in that water that you're most concerned with?
A jellyfish.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Because if I'm standing and I'm waist deep, I'm not really afraid of like a fish or a shark. Like listen, there's a sizable shark that could come in waist deep, but I'm standing. Like I'm punching down and I'm punching the shark because it's an animal that I understand how it's gonna hurt me. Jellyfish just kind of fucking. And you can't do anything. You can't punch a jellyfish. That's ill-advised. I don't think you can punch a jellyfish.
Even though you could survive a jellyfish.
Yeah,
you could walk out with your legs.
I don't know. I mean, yes.
Actually, we don't know if you could survive a jellyfish.
Yeah.
You have weird.
First off, I don't know if I could survive a jellyfish. Bees are going to kill me. That's how I go eventually. We know that. But I don't know, man. I mean, I waist deep. First off, if I see the shark coming, I'm walking out of the water because I'm only waist deep. I'm not engaging the shark and being like, finally, you and you've been talking trash.
Did you know that if a shark is swimming at you, if you just punch it in the nose, it'll
always what
go
they
away.
Say.
I know.
It's always what they say. I'm like,
yeah. You know how you punch? You know how easy it is to punch underwater?
Right.
Quick, you can, as the shark's coming at you with rapid speed from any direction.
As you're trying to not drown.
Give it a little,
just bop them in the nose and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty weird thing to tell people. Don't worry. We have an idea. I mean, basically, I'm not surviving any sort of attack in the ocean. If I'm getting attacked by something, there's not going to be some heroic story where Jeff flails out of it and like the shark gives up. Like that's always, I feel like that's what happens in these shark attacks is people don't like, they try in these videos of survival, they try saying like, well, luckily they knew that they could, slap the side tooth of the shark and that would, but I'm like, it looks like the shark came, fucked with it, decided not to kill it, and then just swam away. I'm like, I don't think the person defended themselves from the shark attack. The shark
took
just
a bite
opted
out of
out.
you. Yeah.
Like
he already sampled the buffet.
Yeah, like surfer. There's a famous surfer that had like their like leg literally like chomped off by a shark. And I'm like, I think the shark just goes like, you know what? I'm good. I don't actually need this. But I don't know. I'm not probably putting up that good of a fight if I'm more concerned about how the fuck I got in the predicament.
I'm in danger.
But that's also why cruise ships do frighten a man like me, is because I'm like, well, people have told me you can still see the shore, which I don't know makes me feel that much better. But cruise ships are weird with me. I know the boat's not going to sink, but what if it does?
Oh, yeah.
What if it does?
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often. Well, let me get to that. But I would say for the water, as I was thinking about it, as you were saying it, I went away from shark, and I thought waist deep water. I'm scared of depending on the water, a snapping turtle. One of the, like, alligator snapping turtles. Dude, you're fucking coming out either toeless or dickless. Something's not good. It's going to happen, and it would be awful. So that's where...
Just gone.
Yeah. You don't even know. Yeah. But I've seen, like... You ever watch any videos or reels of, like, cargo ships or shit like that in, like, the ocean when the weather's not so great? Like, that's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Like, when a huge container ship is, like, bouncing up and down. I'm like, water's, like, rushing over the whole thing, or, like, like a crabbing vessel or something like that. I'm like, that's fucking gnarly. That's, like, the utter power of that terrifies me completely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Airplanes do not concern me like a cruise ship does, but it's kind of fucked though, right? Because people always like, there's a lot of people that are like, the best vacation in the world is a cruise ship, and they're like, because there's just always something to do, and it's like an ADHD dream. There's just like everything's open. It's like 24 hours. There's just things going on, things to entertain yourself, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like exactly something that I would enjoy. Oh, you're putting it over water. Ah, you son of a bitch. And it's like, well, we don't want you to enjoy it too much. So there is an element of fear. Right.
That has a roller coaster and a fucking,
Right. Like, yeah, we're going to build this metropolis, but there's a catch. We're just going to fucking float it out in the ocean because fuck you, that's why. And it's like, nuts. So...
I still I'd never see myself ever going on a cruise. I mean, it'd have to be like the most epic. It would have to be the theme one. We've probably talked about it, but I don't even know who would need to be on there for it. Especially after I saw Poop Cruise, the highly acclaimed documentary. Like, couldn't even imagine.
A lot of documentaries like that and festival documentaries.
Fire Island or whatever.
One of the focal points is always about poop. Mm-hmm. Poop is always like any scary document of an event going wrong. Somewhere they talk about the poop. And
somewhere there is the poop.
Right. It's like our podcast. Like right now. You just never know when it's going to come back.
We've already lost somebody. Somebody's already tuned out.
Yep. Someone already turned that off. All right. Sorry.
I did not plan. I totally forgot that we were doing the movies thing. But I just thought of one if you want to do one.
Sure. Did you pull any absurdly comical bets? I got a couple bets.
Oh, no. Please share.
That I pulled.
Please share.
One of them is we're looking at.
So these are real bets on FanDuel or something like that, or what?
That's correct. These are on DraftKings, but
they're not our sponsor.
Neither is FanDuel. So moving on is 7 receptions from Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Okay.
A Seahawks defensive special teams touchdown. Ooh. Why not?
Ooh.
2 touchdowns by Jackson Smith and Jigba. This is the Jackson Smith and Jigba game.
Yeah.
However, New England is participating. They're going to get a touchdown because they're going to play from behind, so I have to go passing. Steph Diggs, anytime touchdown. Mac Hollins, the barefoot wonder, anytime touchdown. A $5 bet returns $8,130.
Holy shit, dude.
This is a plus 162,500.
Dude, you just casually didn't drop that when we were talking about it earlier. You're just sitting on this gold mine.
Now, that's not how the game always plays, so you got to make a second bet. What if the game's really fucking defensive, but kind of defensive?
Yeah. One of these will work.
Drake May and Sam Darnold end up being Drake May and Sam Darnold. Two very inexperienced people. Each of them throw two interceptions.
Ooh, okay.
Now in this game, though, we're also seeing a lot of driving, and before some of those drives, they don't end in interceptions, but we can't get quite across the goal line. So, I'd never pronounce this. Andres Borregales, the kicker for New England, and Jason Myers, the kicker for Seattle, each kick 4 or more field goals.
Oh my God, dude.
$5 bet.
Yes.
Net you $7,505.
Dude. Juicy. That's fucking awesome.
The best part about this is that both bets are over 150 plus 150,000, but one bet has 4 legs and the other bet has 5. I mean, what? That's easy money.
What?
We're not talking like 15 leg parlays and stuff. What?
There's definitely been a game in history, probably, when each team had 4 field goals.
Right. And the quarterback threw a couple picks? Couple picks? What are you talking about? That's easy. You're not going to put in your backup, right? You're going to keep that guy out there and throw him picks. This is easy.
Those are spicy. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
but
excellent.
Yes, I do want to play the movie game.
All right. Cool. I am underprepared, but
perfect.
C'est la vie.
Lovey.
Oh wait, how do I get into the chat? Okay.
You push the chat bubble.
Got it. Hello. Can you see this? Hello?
Yes. Hello.
All right. Okay. I've got a movie in mind. Let me pull up the datum. Okay. Ready.
All right. Is this movie before 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
As all my movies are.
Is this movie in the 90s?
Yes.
Okay. Is this a comedy?
No.
Is this a action movie?
Yes.
Is the main character a specific action star?
I will say.
Would he be best
yes.
known for doing action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the main character a U.S. born actor?
Yes.
Okay. Is this okay? Is this a action movie where anyone is on his family is compromised? Is it about his family being compromised specifically?
It's not a hard yes. There is an element of it, though. A piece of it.
Is it bad? I already have a guess. Is it Die Hard?
It is not Die Hard.
Ah, shit. Okay. Fuck. I shouldn't have guessed. I got too greedy.
So 8 questions
okay.
in.
8 questions in. We know it's an action movie from the 90s with a U.S.-born main character. Family is compromised as a piece of it, and it's not Die Hard. Yeah. Okay.
It's part of the story, being family member being compromised. But I wouldn't say that's the overall, like.
Are the people
crux.
This person is going against foreign? Is this foreign dangers?
No, not foreign dangers.
Okay. Is the lead character white?
Yes. Halfway through.
All right. Does it take place in the U.S.?
Yes.
Does it take place in a very specific city?
I would say multiple specific city, like are mentioned.
Okay.
But not in one city.
Okay.
But you do know the names of them.
Okay. Is this a natural disasters movie?
Nope.
Fuck. Is there gun violence?
Yes.
Is it mostly gun violence?
I wouldn't say mostly, but there is.
Does this person? Fuck. This is hard. Is the movie contemporary at the time?
Yes. Yep. So we're at a 90s action movie, main white character who is known for doing action movies, not going up against foreign baddies. Does take place in the U.S., across multiple cities. Not a natural disaster. There is gun violence, and it is contemporary to the time. 15 questions in.
Yeah, not good. Not good. I'm not getting a lot out of this. Is the I can't get fucking Bruce Willis out of my head, but I'm worried that has nothing to do with Bruce Willis. All right. Fuck. 90s are so hard because you can't even ask if it's a big movie because every fucking movie was a blockbuster movie in the 90s. Everything was a hit. We were all going to the movies and loving it.
If we know it, it was a big movie.
Was it rated R?
Yes.
Okay. Action movie, rated R. So it's not like a family action movie. It's an action movie. Not looking good. Not looking good.
We'll love the comments right now. Anybody, if they think they got it, let us know when you got it. I've been appreciating those.
This is okay. We are going. I'm trying to think of like things I can. What's definitive about an action movie? Is there a main bad guy? One main bad guy.
I'll say yes. Ultimately, here, this will be a hint. There is a main leader, but he does work with a group. But there's definitely like a main bad guy.
Is the action hero, is he a member of a like militant group? Like I guess I'm asking you, like, is he an everyday guy? Is he an average Joe that got thrown into something, or is he supposed to be thrown into this?
I would say he is not an average Joe.
Okay.
And that's the reason he's in the situation he's in.
Wow. Boy, this sounds like a great movie. All right. Is he? No, we know he's. Is the character? No, I'm not going to ask that because he's not. Fuck me. This is, man, talk about a fun game that just becomes unfun because my brain can't do it. This is upsetting. Rated R, militant guy. All right, I gotta try to get. Is the main character Bruce Willis?
No.
Okay.
One more.
I mean,
Shot in the dark. Shot in the dark.
It's non-U.S. born, but known for '90s action movies.
He is U.S. born,
or is U.S. born, but known for action movies.
Here's a hint. I mean, I guess I'll say this. Give you one more hint.
Yeah.
I would say mostly known for action, but has done like every genre of kind of movie.
Wow.
But probably most people, if they had to name this,
if you asked them to name a movie that he was in, they'd probably name
would be an action movie. Yeah, probably.
All right. Well, obviously, it's 90s action, and he's U.S. born.
Multiple cities. There is gun violence present, but it's not with other violence. Someone in his family is compromised at a part of the movie. He's not a regular guy.
Fuck.
Even though he,
he's irregular. Okay, got it. He's irregular is what you're telling me. I mean, I'm trying to think of like, it's so stupid because it's going to be so easy when you tell me, and I'm going to be really frustrated that like this person didn't pop in my head.
I don't think you're close. I don't think you're close.
I'm going to just say it's clearly Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but it's not. But go ahead.
From the 90s?
Shut up, man. Yeah, Last Crusade was in the 90s.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
I think it was. But anyway.
Oh, why isn't this working? I mean to. There you go.
Give me some hints, though. Let's pan it out, and you give me hints.
Okay. It takes place across multiple cities.
Right, we know that.
So, how would one
fly?
Mm-hmm.
So they would fly. Does he fly?
Mm-hmm. You could say that.
He flies. Does he drive a plane, or does he just fly like in a machine, like in a one?
Oh no, I see what you're saying. No, okay, no. He doesn't have supernatural powers.
Right.
He's in a.
So does he have a jetpack?
No. He's in a plane.
Oh, he's in a plane, and he flies, and there's a lot of gun violence. What? Is it plane on? Is he shooting people from his plane?
On the plane.
Is this clear and present danger? I don't know. Hold on.
I know what movie you're thinking of, and it's not the one. It is not Air Force One, if that's what you're thinking.
That's the one I meant. Air Force One. No. I thought I would get like a different Harrison Ford.
Why don't you start with guessing a white airplanes? Actor from the.
I know. That's why I'm having a hard time. White action stars that are from the U.S. in the 90s. And he's on a plane, and he's shooting people on this plane. It takes place in major cities. So what? He keeps going up in the air and shooting people?
There's part of the movie with that.
What the fuck? Give me more. I need more.
Need more one hints. One of the cities that is traveled to is a kind of there's a problem solving element to the movie where it's discovered what city they're going to by the authorities. I don't know if that helps you.
It's Nick Cage. Okay. Is it Con Air?
Sorry, boss, but there's only 2 men I trust.
God
One of
damn
them's me, the other's not you.
Yeah.
God damn
it. It is.
Fucking shit. Yeah. Why can't my brain just go to Nick Cage?
It
Why?
is so weird.
Why? It doesn't even make any sense.
You were so locked in on Bruce Willis.
It was. My brain went Bruce Willis. As soon as I said Die Hard, I went right off the fucking rails.
Mm-hmm. I thought that'd be an easy one, but it is. It's that's why this game's so dumb. Like you just start asking these questions, and you know.
You know what I think it is you need to. It's a lot easier game if you actually have 2 people playing, trying to do like alternate guesses, because you have 2 different wavelengths happening questions at the same time. Nope, 20 questions, 10 by each person. I think would be a better way to do it. But anyway, we don't have an extra person. We're stuck with this format.
We'll just play that at the bachelor party all week. 20 questions.
Yeah, that seems easy enough.
Yep.
All right.
Well, good luck with the bets. After this day, we'll all be thousandaires. It'll be beautiful.
Wow.
And actually, this came out. It's already done. You guys are hearing this now, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody who celebrates. Next year, Valentine's and Super Bowl are on the same day. That'll be exciting. I'm not sure how people are going to navigate that, but probably won't be a problem for me.
It's going to be a lot of people going out to lunch for Valentine's Day
lunch,
and not dinner.
Yeah. Cool. Well, take care. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Be sure to visit Bob at work.
Uh-huh.
20 years faded like an old arcade screen. Man and jet back where the stories began. Joystick dreams and a pocket full of quarters. Laughing about bets and a taste of disorder. From pixel skies to the vinyl they spun. Movies and memes under the same neon sun. Time hit pause, but the jokes never ended. Two old souls with the past still pretending. Strangely familiar like a two-wheel.